So, yeah. A quote that I keep hearing these past couple weeks is that life isn't happening to you, but it's happening for you. And as time goes on, I'm starting to get more and more clarity on that. Life happening for me. Like, I get to go through certain events and certain like chapters of life that kind of force you to go one way or the other. And a big realization of that is like the time frame that I'm in right now. I feel like I've been stripped down to like my bare bones. It's like I'm starting over from not even zero, but negative, like whatever negative number that I can think of. But starting out from that point, I am 33 years old at this point. It's March 4th, 2025. And I'm like, it's no better way or better time for me to start this new chapter of my life, but right now when I don't have anything, where all I do have is faith and a desire to not quit. Because the easy thing for me to do would be to just get a regular job, get a little 9 to 5, hell, get a little restaurant job, something that can put money into my pocket and help me, coast to that next little step. This right here, me talking to y'all, is a shit ton harder. And that's just being completely honest, man, being completely transparent with you. I feared making videos and people seeing me in my most vulnerable state, for whatever reason. It's always been a big fear of mine. I've never wanted people to see me as like a person that is lacking, or I felt like I've always done a good job of showing confidence and breeding confidence when I'm walking around, when I'm doing certain things, but yeah, the world has forced me, but the decisions that I've made has forced me to have no other options but this if I want to get better, if I want to be the better version of myself. One thing that keeps looping back into my head is one day my son asked me, hey, what did you do today? And he didn't mean it in any kind of way, like he was like checking on me or nothing like that, but how I took it was, I need to be doing something of value that I can actually show and he can see and use down the line, So him seeing his dad at this point right now, me feeling like I got to start over, me feeling like I don't know what's going to come from this. I don't know. Hell, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen the next hour, let alone tomorrow, man. But I know I'm walking righteously through this whole thing, and I know that I'm not a quitter, and what better way to see your growth than putting it out there when you don't have anything? So, like I've said before, it is nothing but up from here. If you're going through the same things, if you feeling like, oh my God, I got to start over in life, I'm there. I'm right here with you. Anybody that is feeling like the you've been dealt a bad hand, the deck is rigged, anything, man. I've had to change my thinking, like I said, into life is not happening to me. It's happening for me. And it's something that I need to be going through so I can get to the next level up. And if it's anything, if my level up is anything like what I be thinking about in my head and what I dream of myself looking like or living on the day-to-day basis, then this is just what's has to be going through. It is the journey of that. I can honestly say that I have definitely been one of those guys where I've tried to live life on easy mode. I've tried my best, and for a while was priding myself on finding a way to cut a corner, finding a way to find the easy way, finding any time or chance that I can to fucking slouch, And those easy times just brought on a hard life right now. So if there's a living example of easy times, an easy life brings weak men and shit like that, I don't think that I'm weak. But that always trying to find the easy road is definitely making life a whole lot harder, and it only gets harder as you get older if you keep going down that weak, soft, the easy route path. So me making this transition right now is as difficult as possible, and still I'm going to find a way to smile through it. I keep waking up, so I'm obviously supposed to be doing something. And I feel I don't even know what the feeling is, man. If this reaches one person and they get something positive or good out of it, then that's what I'm looking for. And I know that my ultimate goal is out of this channel, these talks, is ultimately to have something that my son can look back at, that he can use as like a blueprint, because I'm not going to stay at this point. This is just the starting point. This is just where I'm starting at, man. And to see what comes from it, hell, this is what life is about. Being faced with adversity, regardless of what age you are, what color you are, your circumstances, and still trying to find a way out of it, trying to find what your calling is, all of that. Man, this is the start of that. Again, I don't know the topic of these things. I'm not even going to be that hard on myself about trying to fit into a certain category or none of that shit. I'm just going to be throwing these out because it's better than it just staying inside of my head, man, because that's just been filled with just a bunch of racing thoughts piled on top of each other, and they need to come out. So again, anybody that's going through the same things, that's went through things. I guess this is what I'm making this for, man. Talk to y'all later.